Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about the interview that made half the country confused, the other half angry, and the rest just entertained. Yes, Zara Sultana, the MP who somehow appears on TV every time the BBC wants a bit of political chaos before lunch. I watched the interview from start to finish, and honestly, it felt like watching someone take a test on a subject they discovered 5 minutes before the exam. Laughter. She spoke about business, ownership, workers, cooperatives, and according to her, business owners should basically hand everything to the workers. Shares, profits, decisions, all of it. As if owners wake up one morning and say, "Let me give away everything I worked for." Why not? It's Sunday. Laughter. Then she used Latin America as an example of how the economy should work. Anyone who knows the realities of that region looked at the screen thinking, is this a joke or a new comedy show? And then came the big moment. She suggested a referendum to abolish the monarchy. My tea almost jumped out of my hands. When an immigrant spills tea in the United Kingdom, you know the situation is serious. Now, I want to speak honestly as someone who came to this country to work hard, support my family, and build a future. I did not grow up with the British monarchy. I learned about it from documentaries and newspapers. But even I can see that for many people here, the monarchy is not just a building or a crown, it is part of their identity, their history, their culture. Something that does not change every time a politician wants attention. Some of you agree with Zara. One viewer wrote, "Mate, the monarchy is a waste of money." Another viewer wrote, "The monarchy is the only stable institution left." And one person told me last week, "Bro, your accent sounds like my smart speaker when it restarts." Laughter. I read every comment. All of them. Even the strange ones. But back to Zara. She then proudly said, "We are a socialist party." And every time a politician says that, you can almost hear a small business owner somewhere fainting. Then she admitted something incredible. Her party has no policies yet. Imagine going on national TV, saying you want to redesign the country, and then saying, "We have no plan." Applause. So let me ask you, the audience. If someone wants to rebuild the system, shouldn't they first understand how the system works? As immigrants, we learn a simple truth. You do not fix a machine before you read the manual. You do not redesign a workplace before you understand the tools. And you definitely do not talk about abolishing a national institution before you have even one clear policy. Here is another question for you. Why do some politicians speak loudly before thinking deeply? Is it ambition? Is it pressure? Or is drama simply more profitable than preparation? Now let me give you my perspective as someone who came to this country with hope. The real problem in the United Kingdom is not the monarchy. It is not the small businesses. It is not the workers. The problem is leadership. Leadership that talks in headlines but works without plans. Leadership that chases applause instead of solutions. If tomorrow the country became the cooperative paradise Zara imagines, who would take the risks? Who would invest their savings? Who would stay awake at night worrying about bills and payroll? People forget that business owners often start with nothing but pressure and debt. Here is the truth. A strong country is built when workers and business owners succeed together, not when one side is punished so the other feels powerful. Applause. And let's be honest. If the monarchy disappeared tomorrow, would rent go down? Would salaries go up? Would public transport magically improve? Think carefully. Sometimes the oldest traditions are not the problem, the newest politicians are. One viewer told me last week, talk about problems, but also give solutions. So here is mine. A better country comes from strong institutions, educated leadership, support for small businesses, clear rules, and citizens who respect both opportunity and responsibility. Not political theatre. Not experiments. Not big speeches without plans. Laughter. Before I finish, I want to say something important. I appreciate all of you, the ones who agree, the ones who disagree, the ones who roast me, and even the ones who comment first under every video. I see all of you. So if you enjoyed this video, if you laughed, if you thought about something new, or if you simply stayed until the end, share the video, subscribe, give it a like, and activate the bell so the platform actually shows you my content. Applause. Thank you for watching. See you next time.